There is a number in Tesla's official filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission that most people have not read. It is not a press release, it is not a tweet, it is a legal document filed under penalty of federal law, and buried inside it is a compensation milestone for Elon Musk that reads, 1 million bots delivered, not projected, not hoped for. A milestone that triggers executive pay. Here is what that actually means. Most coverage of humanoid robots focuses on the demos, the backflips, the kung fu, the robot serving drinks at a party. That is not the story. The story is in the numbers, the prices, the deployment contracts, the government labor data. And when you read those primary sources directly, not through a media filter, what you find is something that almost nobody is explaining correctly. A humanoid robot is a machine built to the approximate shape and size of a human body. 2 legs, 2 arms, hands with fingers, a sensor array where the head would be. The reason the shape matters is simple. The entire human world, factories, warehouses, hospitals, homes, was designed for human bodies. Doorways, stairs, workbenches, tools. A robot built to human proportions can operate in any of those spaces without rebuilding the environment around it. For decades, that was a theoretical advantage. The hardware was too expensive. The software was too limited. The robots could not do useful work reliably enough to justify the cost. That changed in 2025, and the official record from companies, regulators, and the US government shows exactly how fast. Tesla's annual report for fiscal year 2025, filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission on January 28, 2026, states that Tesla is focused on developing and commercializing AI robots, including Optimus. The company has publicly targeted a price of $20,000 to $30,000 per unit for Optimus. The average price of a new vehicle sold in the United States is $48,000. A humanoid robot, one that can walk, carry, sort, and perform repetitive assembly tasks, is targeting a price lower than a mid-range car. For context, the current cost of employing a human worker on a repetitive manufacturing task in the United States runs between $60,000 and $80,000 per year when you include wages, benefits, insurance, and overhead. At $20,000 per unit, a robot pays for itself in less than 4 months of replacing a single shift. That is not a projection, that is arithmetic. Tesla is not the only player, and the deployments are no longer theoretical. On November 19, 2025, Figure.ai published an official press release on its website. The headline F.02 contributed to the production of 30,000 cars at BMW. Figure's humanoid robots ran 10-hour shifts Monday through Friday for 11 months at BMW's Spartanburg, South Carolina plant. Total runtime, 1,250 hours. Output, 30,000 vehicles. That is not a demo. That is a production contract with one of the largest automakers in the world. BMW followed that deployment with an announcement on February 27, 2026, confirming it would deploy humanoid robots at its German plants for the first time. Meanwhile, Agility Robotics, whose 2-legged digit robot has been operating inside Amazon warehouses, expanded its fleet to 75 units at Amazon's Spanaway, Washington Fulfillment Center in April 2026, and China's government made its position official. On May 5, 2026, the International Federation of Robotics reported that China had launched its 15th five-year plan with robotics at the center of its national industrial strategy. The target: more than 10,000 humanoid robots deployed across Chinese factories, logistics operations, healthcare facilities, and retail environments in 2026 alone. China currently accounts for nearly 80% of global humanoid robot shipments. In January 2026, the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, a federal agency, not a media outlet, published its official employment projections for the decade from 2024 to 2034. The findings are specific. Office and administrative support occupations projected to lose 761,900 jobs over the decade. Sales and related occupations projected to lose 297,800 jobs. Production occupations projected to lose 99,600 jobs. The Bureau of Labor Statistics report states directly that the growing adoption of AI technologies, including generative AI tools, and resulting productivity gains are expected to dampen labor demand in a variety of fields such as sales, design, and administrative support. That is the federal government's own economist saying in an official publication that the jobs are going away. And separately, a 2026 research report from the Society for Human Resource Management found that 32.6 million U.S. jobs, roughly 1 in 5, already have more than half of their tasks performed using AI tools, not replaced, not eliminated, but more than half the work already done by a machine. Tesla's commitment to this is not a side project. The company's 2025 annual report confirms it is spending more than $20 billion in 2026, driven by AI initiatives and robotics. Tesla has discontinued its Model S and Model X vehicles at its Fremont, California factory. Those production lines are being converted to build Optimus robots. That is an irreversible manufacturing decision. You do not shut down a profitable car line and retool a factory unless you are certain about what comes next. And Tesla's own filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission lists 1 million bots delivered as a milestone that triggers executive compensation for Elon Musk. 1 million humanoid robots? Not a dream. A pay trigger. The question that the official record does not answer, and that nobody can answer honestly right now, is the speed. The robots are real. The deployments are real. The government labor projections are real. The price trajectory is real. What nobody knows is whether this happens over 5 years or 20, whether the jobs that disappear are replaced by new categories of work, the way they were after previous industrial shifts, or whether this time is structurally different. What the data shows is that the transition has already started, not in a lab, in a BMW factory in South Carolina, in an Amazon warehouse in Washington State, in a Tesla plant in Texas where car lines used to run. The question is not whether humanoid robots will change the labor market. The question is how fast. Like and subscribe to Dark Signal. We will see you in the next one.